Hello, and welcome back to my Wonderlist. In this video, we're breaking down all the social types of relationships. I specialize in relationship dynamics. From knowing the signs of a toxic relationship to dealing with emotional neglect in marriages. In my years working with men and women, perhaps one of the most interesting things to talk about is the close relationships they create with different people. We all have relationships with different people. But have you ever considered the different social types of relationships? In this video, we'll discuss 7 social types of relationships and provide a helpful guide for everyone to understand them better. An interpersonal relationship pertains to the social connection we make with the people in our lives. And I'm not just talking about romantic relationships. An interpersonal relationship could be a friendship, an open relationship, such as in the case of a polyamorous relationship, a casual relationship that could have intimacy but still not quite a committed one, or a codependent one. I know. Relationship dynamics can be complicated. That is why getting to know each of them is important. And if you consider yourself a lone wolf, that may not always be true, because the truth is that no man is an island. Our social relationships give us a sense of belonging, purpose, support, and, surprisingly, a long life. Researchers who studied nearly 7,000 people over 9 years. Those with more social ties lived longer, regardless of socioeconomic status and lifestyle. That's because healthy and supportive social relationships keep our stress response system in check. Most of the time, men and women come into a relationship without knowing what they're getting into. And when they do, they often get stuck, confused, or disappointed. You see, knowing the type of relationship you have with other people helps you set your expectations and protects you from unhealthy or, worse, abusive relationships. Knowing the common relationship types also makes you a better partner or a friend and helps you honor your commitment to each of them. So if you want to build a healthy relationship with a friend or a romantic partner, keep watching. Number 1. Platonic. This common relationship type is what we all know as friendship. A platonic relationship is a relationship type that involves 2 or more people sharing a close bond without having any sexual intimacy. According to licensed clinical psychologist Emily Guarnata, a platonic relationship involves respect, love, admiration, loyalty, honesty, and a bond rooted in common interests and beliefs. Put, spiritual love exists when there is a sense of trust, safety, and validation between close friends. Compared to having a romantic partner, friendships are more relaxed because there are fewer expectations and pressures in a more secure connection, as there isn't a fear of breakup. Number 2. Casual. We've all had a friend describe their dating life as just casual. You know, that we're seeing each other, but it's not exclusive type. A casual relationship is a dynamic where 2 people spend time together, sometimes going on dates but not having the exclusive label of a committed relationship. Casual daters often pursue this kind of partnership to maintain independent sex life, or simply because they're not ready to be in a long-term relationship. This type of partnership can only be successful when both parties set their intentions clearly and consent to each of them. Number 3. Romantic. A romantic relationship or romantic love is defined as the mutual and voluntary interaction between 2 people, often ignited by expressions of affection and emotional intimacy. According to psychologist Robert Sternberg, there are 4 phases of romantic love: infatuation, disillusionment, challenges, and mature love. Infatuation is what we all know as the honeymoon phase. This is the stage of a budding relationship where our dopamine levels, also known as the feel-good chemicals, they are at an all-time high. This makes us feel elated, giddy, and euphoric toward our love interest. Disillusionment, on the other hand, is described as the phase where infatuation wears off, and we start noticing the flaws in our partner. Both individuals must set their standards during this stage and lay out their needs and expectations in a romantic relationship. Doing so will help you and your significant other become the best partners to each other. Of course, every couple goes through a rough patch. This is where the challenges come in. Getting through a rough patch requires great compromise, constant communication, and active listening. A couple who can handle roadblocks indicates that the relationship, it can evolve into something more long-lasting and stable. Finally, mature love is a tried and tested type of relationship. People in long-term relationships or successful marriages remain together because they want to stay together. Mature love involves acceptance, emotional support, commitment, calmness, respect, caring, kindness, friendship, and consideration. Number 4. Open. An open relationship is an intimate relationship that involves two or more romantic partners. This type of partnership is also called a polyamorous relationship because it's different from a monogamous one in that this dynamic involves two consenting adults allow each other to engage in romantic or sexual activities outside of the relationship. Celebrities in open relationships include Shailene Woodley, Angelina Jolie, Brad Pitt, Will Smith, and Jada Pinkett Smith. Number 5. Codependent. A codependent relationship is unhealthy in which one person takes the role of the caretaker while the other person plays the enabler. Codependent relationships are often described as toxic partnerships because they usually involve a power imbalance, causing each person to abandon themselves or take the other for granted. Some signs of a codependent relationship include feeling constantly anxious about meeting your partner's needs, depending on your partner to feel okay, doing anything, even if it makes you uncomfortable, for your partner's approval, and not feeling safe in your relationship. Number 6. Situationship. Another type of toxic relationship that I would describe as the limbo of relationships. You wouldn't know where you stand with this one. Not until you ask. That is, and that could be a tall order if you're dating an emotionally unavailable person. It's more than friendship, but it's not a committed relationship either. Simply put, it is undefined. Each person gets the benefit of intimacy but not the exclusivity of being in a loving and sincere relationship. If you've been seeing someone for a while now but still haven't put a label on it, you might want to sit down and define the relationship. Number 7. Toxic. Do I need to tell you what this is? A toxic relationship is an abusive relationship. You'll often feel taken for granted, gaslighted, controlled, unsupported, disrespected, lied to, and unsafe. Thanks for watching my Wonderlist. We hope this video has given you a better understanding of the different social types of relationships. Whether it's a casual acquaintance, a close friend, or a romantic partner, understanding the dynamics of these relationships can help us navigate them more effectively. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more great content. As always, keep learning and growing. And we'll see you in the next video.